have with me here today Julie Haller, who's one of the artists who worked on some of the canvases that went into the work for the collection into the Yale. This is one of her canvases. Can you describe a bit the process of how you decided to turn the poems, so to speak, into this visual representation?
I think when I first read the poems in your book, in the collection in your book, there was so many bright visual images that came into my mind. I couldn't focus on one really, so I sort of decided why not, well, with the line, just represent different poems through the painting.
So that's
lines. So yeah,
Russian Doll.
Yeah.
Then we have a pink, didn't we?
Yeah.
And Eulogy.
And tiger stripes. And so yeah, all the images. It's so colourful. So many things coming into my mind through reading the poems. I couldn't decide what to use. So I thought,
how did you find the
elements
process?
like.
Was it fun? Was it inspirational, or was it?
Definitely. I think, as I say, as someone who's not really related to poetry in the past, it sort of opened my eyes a bit to me. Oh, actually, it's something I can get something out of. It's not just,
not just for other people.
Yeah, no, it's sort of in my reach to sort of, appreciate, even, in my own way. It might be different to somebody else's or how it was intended, but just like, as I say, it's a collection of poems. I thought, why not a collection of images?
Yeah, absolutely. Collection of images to go with a collection of poems. Yeah. And we got Sam's next door, which was the one she created for the front cover, which, after she created the painting, based on poems like the Russian Doll and other poems into the Yale, I then wrote a different poem in response to her painting. You and Sam are also responsible mainly for the layout of the actual exhibition. Do you want to talk me through that a bit? How you helped, what decisions you made, and what guided you with the layout?
I think usually before I've only ever had to consider the artwork for an exhibition. So this one was sort of, well, what do we need to do? There's words to go alongside. So there's two things that have to balance on the wall. So I thought, well, I'll go with what I know. I'll start with the visual.
Yeah.
The paint, the actual artwork, and just, I suppose, just by eye.
The bits to draw people in, I guess.
Yeah.
They're the most visually.
So when it was all laid out on the floor and the walls, it was going on. It was just a question of making sure that everything would fit on that wall. It wouldn't be too much, too little. And I think what I wanted to do, because there was a lot to go on one wall, is have the visual running through the centre. So that sort of drew your eye first, and then the poems nearby, again, sort of nicely spaced around them.
Yeah, space has been quite important.
Yeah.
I know people have commented on that in their feedback.
Yeah, but sort of, creating a bit of it, breaking up in certain places, so changing the way there, just not in a line and clump or so. And trying to group the images as well to